He wakes up at 11:23 a.m., not to a jolt of purpose, but to the glare of a cracked phone screen. Notifications flood in, but none of them matter. The room reeks of fast food leftovers and stale dreams. He scrolls, he sighs, he survives. No mission, no goals, no progress. Just another day in the prison of comfort, where ambition comes to die quietly. Meanwhile, somewhere else, in the biting cold of a stormy morning, David Goggins is already 3 miles into war. Shirt soaked, lungs burning, demons screaming. But he runs, not for medals, not for likes, but because pain is the only path that leads anywhere real. 2 men, 2 mornings. One seeking ease, the other chasing evolution. The question isn't who's right. The question is, when your story is written, which man were you? Why does one suffer to grow, while the other suffers to decay? David Goggins didn't start as a warrior. He was broken. Overweight, abused, bullied, borderline illiterate, living paycheck to paycheck as a janitor, spraying for cockroaches, with dreams that had already begun to rot. Most people would have accepted that as their fate, but Goggins made a different choice. He looked in the mirror and didn't lie to himself. He called himself fat, weak, lazy, and then he did something about it. He ran miles when his legs said no, studied when his mind screamed quit, failed, bled, kept going. He went from a man lost in excuses to one of the most mentally forged humans alive. Navy SEAL, Army Ranger, ultramarathon beast, world record holder, and he did it not because he had a gift, but because he was willing to suffer more than anyone else. David Goggins isn't superhuman. He just chose pain over comfort, again and again and again. The only question is, will you? The war isn't out there. It's not your job, your past, your circumstances. The real war, the one that decides everything, is inside your own head. Every morning, your mind whispers soft lies. You've earned rest. Hit snooze. Skip today. One more scroll won't hurt, but Goggins knew the truth. The mind is built to protect you, not push you. It wants safety, not greatness. That's why he chose to fight it. Every cold run before sunrise. Every silent workout with no music. Every moment he chose suffering on purpose. He was callousing his mind, becoming immune to the weakness that keeps most people stuck. You're not tired. You're unfocused. You're not lost. You're undisciplined. That snooze button, that's the first battle you lost today. Every time you scroll, instead of showing up for yourself, you give up not to the world, but to the weaker version of you. And the truth, most won't tell you. No one's coming to fix it. No mentor, no motivation, no miracle. It's on you. But what happens? What happens if you start winning those battles? What if every small act of discipline became your weapon? The war isn't over. It's just begun. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'll start Monday. Those aren't reasons. They're stories. Lies dressed as logic. Comfort disguised as clarity. And every time you repeat them, you reinforce the prison you're too scared to admit you've built. David Goggins didn't have time either. He worked 12-hour shifts, spraying for bugs, ate donuts by the dozen, and flunked out of life. But he still found time to run on broken legs, to read with a learning disability, to show up when everything in him begged to stop. Not because it felt good, but because he refused to be owned by excuses. Now look at Josh, 29. Broke, stuck, watching motivation videos from the couch, while finishing another cigarette. He's got plans, dreams, but every Monday turns into next Monday. Every excuse sounds valid until another year's gone and nothing's changed. You can either pity yourself or push yourself, but you can't do both. Excuses are comfort's greatest weapon. Destroy them, or they will destroy you. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your shortcut. Most people spend their lives running from it, numbing it, drowning it in distractions. But David Goggins, he ran toward it because he understood what most never will. Your next level of life lives on the other side of suffering. He said it best, suffering is the true test. Waking up before the sun, lifting when you're empty, running when your legs are shot, breaking the cycle in your head, that's not punishment, that's progress disguised as pain. Every night, Goggins stood in front of the accountability mirror, looked himself dead in the eyes and asked, did I do everything I said I would today? No filters. No coddling. Brutal honesty. Try it. See what stares back. Because the undisciplined life doesn't show up in flames, it dies slow. A quiet kind of misery. One missed workout. One broken promise. One day at a time. But here's the truth. Pain is a compass. It points you toward the part of you that's still soft, still weak, still afraid. And the question is, what pain are you avoiding? That could actually set you free. Picture two paths. One begins in the dark, 4 a.m., cold air, heavy legs. You're tired, but you lace up anyway. You run, you lift. You grind, no applause, no spotlight, just sweat, pain, and the steady beat of discipline building your future. Each rep chips away at the weakness. Every day, you're facing your demons and forging something stronger. Now, split the screen. The other version of you wakes up late, scrolling, snacking, making plans you never move on. Binge, watching people chase their dreams while you shrink deeper into yours. You say tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. And slowly, almost silently, you surrender, not all at once, but in tiny, comfortable pieces. Here's the truth. One of these lives could be yours. Right now, not someday. This year will either break you or build you. There is no in between. You don't become something by accident. You become it by decision, by discipline. Every day you choose who you become. It doesn't happen to you. It happens because of you. Two versions of your life. One of them is still waiting, but only if you show up. You don't need a master plan. You don't need the perfect routine, the right playlist, or the stars to align. You need one thing, a decision. The decision to show up today, not next week, not when it feels right. Right now, David Goggins didn't wait to feel ready. He made himself ready by doing the hard thing first, every single day. And now, it's your turn. Tonight, set the alarm. Tape your goals to the wall. Wear your workout clothes to bed if you have to. And when that alarm goes off, don't hesitate. Get up, run, push, suffer, eat like your future depends on it, because this isn't about motivation. This is war. And every war needs a soldier. Be that soldier.